So let's briefly go through these answers to the exit ticket items that you were given. For this first one, in each of these cases, you were to find the missing variable, find out what its value was. What you have here is you have a 45, 45, 90 triangle, and you know that the hypotenuse is 18. We need to find out what y is, the length of one of the legs. So to find the length of the leg, I have to realize that the hypotenuse is going to be, well, y happens to be the shortest side here because it's opposite the 45-degree angle. So 18 is going to be y times the square root of 2. So I would divide both sides by the square root of 2, and I get here. They want this in simple radical form. Simple radical form, we don't allow radicals to be in the denominator. So I am going to multiply this by the square root of 2 over the square root of 2, which is essentially multiplying it by 1. So, I'm not changing the value of this. But what it allows me to do is, on top I just get 18 times the square root of 2. On the bottom I have the square root of 2 times itself. So essentially I'm squaring a square root. So I just end up with 2 in the bottom. And I now have an 18 in the top and a 2 on the bottom. So I can carry through that division and end up with simply 9 times the square root of 2. So y would be 9 times the square root of 2. I do show a decimal here, but that's not what was requested. But that's just by putting it into your calculator. Again, if you have multiple choice options, which if you don't, if you're not entirely sure about your ability to write in simple radical form, one of the ways around it, for a multiple choice item is to simply get your answer as a decimal and then look at the answers and put those in your calculator, see which one gives you the same decimal. So this one here, we're given a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and we're given that the hypotenuse is 36. So the hypotenuse is 2 times the smallest side. The smallest side of this triangle should be x, as it's opposite the smallest angle. So I know that 2 times x should be 36, which means x itself should be 18. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, please make sure you ask your teacher about it. If you're one of my students, of course, you ask me about it. But until I get to see you in one of my lessons, or if you're one of my students, I get to give you a call. I'll see you around. Have a good day, everybody.